You know how they say perspective is everything? It really is. And I've really been thinking about this lately. Like, people do not realize that the way that they see life, the way that they perceive life and situations and moments literally dictates the way those things affect them, right? And the outcomes. And you see it so often where people just have very negative perspectives or very closed perspectives, right, on whatever they're dealing with. And they don't even realize that it's that perspective keeping them in a lower state, keeping them struggling. You know what I mean? And they don't realize by having a slight perspective change, the whole situation can change, the whole thing, right? And especially when you're going through tough times, whether it's a heartbreak, whether it's relationship issues or job issues or just mental health or emotional, whatever it may be, whatever you're dealing with, right? That's between you and you. You have to really focus on the perspective that you're having through those moments, because it's going to dictate the way those moments affect you, right? And something that always helps me to just keep putting one foot in front of the other, staying positive, is that whatever I am going through, I am growing through. It's a saying I constantly reiterate to myself. Whatever I am going through, I am growing through, right? In this situation, this heartbreak, this setback, although it's incredibly painful and difficult and uncomfortable, it's building me up. It's giving me something that I just can't see in the moment, that I'll be able to look back at one day and realize that, wow, I gained resilience in that moment, or I learned patience in that moment. You know, my character was being developed, whatever it may be. You're going to look back one day in hindsight and see how this exact moment that you're going through right now, this struggle, this adversity, this heartbreak, was actually there to help you grow, right? Because I know I'm not the only one that has aspirations and big goals for their life, right? Everybody wants to become the best version of themselves. Everybody has dreams and things that they think about, right? In order to get those things and achieve these things in life, right, and reach your potential and start to be your fullest authentic self, it's not an easy road to go down. You have to understand that in order to maintain these things that are on your heart, you have to be prepared for it, right? So that means some struggles coming. That means hard times and setbacks are coming. You know what I mean? And when you're in those moments, when you're in those dark places or those low places, understand they serve a purpose that you just cannot realize in the moment, but you have to have faith and you have to rely on vision. The vision to see past the current situation that I'm in. A lot of people live in sight, so they're looking at the reality of what's going on in front of them and they think that's the end all be all. You have to forget about what you can see in this moment and hone in on your vision, because your vision is going to allow you to see past this tough moment that you're going through, right? And you understand that as long as I keep putting one foot in front of the other, getting up every day with the intention to get better, although my best today might not be the same as my best tomorrow, I'm going to keep the intention that each and every day I'm just trying to get better and take one step at a time. You keep doing that, eventually the tide is going to shift. And you're going to come out of those low points and those setbacks and those difficult moments stronger, more resilient. Your character is going to be built up, right? And you're going to flourish in the next season, right? And be grateful for the good times, because you understand more struggle is coming. Be grateful for the struggle because you understand more good times are coming. And it's a cycle. It's a cycle that we go in. Just how life moves in seasons, so do our lives. And you have to understand, good things take time. In order for you to become the best version of yourself, it is going to take time. It's going to take difficulty. It's going to take discomfort, right? So when you're feeling these things, don't run away. Don't try to escape, right? Don't lose hope. Really, really focus and understand that this moment is here to help me grow, although it is incredibly difficult. And I don't know how long it's going to last, right? I don't know what's going to happen a week from now. All I know is that I have control over what I do in this moment. That's it. That's all I have. This next step. What step am I going to take? Am I going to sit and sulk, complain, be negative? Or am I going to get up and just try to take one step at a time and say, you know what? Although this situation is incredibly difficult, I'm going to stay positive. Although I can't see a way out, I'm going to have faith. Although what I see with my sight is incredibly discerning, I'm going to live with my vision, because my vision tells me that as long as I keep on taking steps, no matter what life throws my way, I'm going to reach the best version of myself. What's the best version of yourself? You don't know. But each and every day you get to continue to take steps, right? And your life is going to move in seasons. So embrace all seasons, because every single season, every single situation, every single relationship and interaction that you go through and that you have is serving a greater purpose, right? And you can either work with life, you can work with the universe, or you can work against it, right? Because the universe only wants what's best for you, right? And it's going to give you what you put out. So if you're always complaining, if you're always negative, if you're always moping around, that's the energy that you're going to get back. And it's going to be incredibly difficult to get out of those moments when you're in that state of mind. But if you shift your perspective and you start to look at these situations as ways to help you grow, as preparation for something greater, right? You're going to always keep that positive mindset. You're always going to keep the eye on your vision, right? And you're going to keep taking steps each and every day, embracing everything that life has for you. And every time you fall down, you get back up, right? And the thing about it is, really reflect on your life. The fact that you're sitting here right now and you're standing and you're breathing means that you're 100% on all the times that you thought you wouldn't make it, that you thought you couldn't get up. You're 100% on all those days, right? So you got more left in you because you're still alive. God is not done with you. You still have so much more to explore, so much more to figure out about yourself, so much more to do. You know what I mean? So many more relationships to make. And you have to continue to remind yourself that although this situation is incredibly difficult, and I'm a little confused, I'm overwhelmed, I'm growing through it. I'm growing through it, right? And I'm leaving the month, the 6 months, the year, I'm leaving all that to God. And I'm just going to focus on this moment that I have right in front of me. And you keep doing that, eventually, like I said, the tide's going to shift. You're going to come out of these moments better, stronger, more resilient, right? And you're going to be able to reflect and see how these moments helped you so much. And these are the moments you're really going to be grateful for the most in life, right? Yeah, it's great to achieve things and to, have great relationships and to flourish. But when you really look back and think about all the things that led to you reaching those moments, it's going to be the tough times. It's going to be that depression. It's going to be that anxiety. It's going to be that heartbreak. It's going to be that setback, that injury, whatever it is, that loss. All those things, right, in the moment felt like the end of the world. You're going to look back in hindsight and see how they were actually building you up in a way that you just couldn't see in that moment, right? So whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with behind closed doors between you and you, understand that this too shall pass. And as long as you continue to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, keeping the intention pure that you're trying to reach the best version of yourself, and you're open to life, you're going to get through it. And you're going to continue to grow and evolve and become the best version of yourself. So keep that right here. I'm listening to my Afro beats, lo-fi music. We chilling right now. And I was just like, man, let me just chop it up, because, we all go through different things. You know what I mean? We all go through different things. And I know from going through things that I've been through in my past, that it could just be incredibly difficult. And sometimes all you need is just to find a community where people just want to see people be better. People just want to be there and support. That's it. That's all we're doing here. We just want to all support each other. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's really it. So appreciate y'all. About to get back to this editing.